special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Basketball is brought to you by State Farm Becky Potsaba Agency, AGE, Wheelhouse Auto Body, American, Ferding Electric, Allied Plumbing, Venture Communications, and Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping.
Dupree, another half-court shot. This time goes off in time. It's good! Dupree hits a half-court buzzer beater, and all of a sudden it's a 7-point game, 46-39.
And by Envirotech, American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine Agency, Faith Lutheran Church, James Valley Landscaping, Kruger Contracting, Bank West, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, and Gales Gas.
He throws it right side. Getz spots up for a three. That one's buried by Dawson Getz, and the Governors take a 5-4 advantage. Getz first points of the night.
And by Edward Jones Financial, Lamb Motors, Todd's Electric, First Dakota National Bank, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, Shane's Pharmacy, CHS River Plains, and Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Taylor with the rebound, clock running down to 5, and that is going to do it. Rapid City, here they come. The Pierre Governors are back in the state tournament for the third consecutive year.
And now to the booth for the call of the game on KCCR.
And a good Saturday afternoon to you. As Wyatt is with you here on this Saturday, filling in for John Winkler as he's got some hockey games we'll tell you more about here later on. It is Hall of Fame Day from TF Riggs High School on the campus here at Pierre, in Pierre, as the Lady Governors from Pierre are battling the Tea Area Titans in a single lone standalone game. As it's the final one of the day, we'll have Hall of Fame recognition at halftime of this contest. It is your pregame show here on KCCR 1240 AM, 98.9 FM, a Riverfront broadcasting station. It is the Pierre Governors trying to stay within that top 16, currently sit at number 14 right now, despite a 4-game losing streak heading into this one. Their last contest was a 54-33 loss against Yankton. The Governors have had a 4-game losing streak featuring O'Gorman, Aberdeen Central, and Brandon Valley. Their last win there was 5 games ago when they took on Douglas. It was a 69-46 victory over the Douglas Lady Patriots, and that was all the way in January. So it's been a while since the Governor girls have secured a win. So trying to snap that tonight, and they currently sit right now in 14th in the top 16 in the AA standings. For Tea Area, they are coming into this one after falling to O'Gorman 85-51 on Tuesday. They're 2-2 in their last 4 games. Wins over Sioux Falls Roosevelt, which was their win prior to their loss to O'Gorman. They would fall to Mitchell 59-50, and Watertown was a 55-29 victory. They currently sit number 8 in the Region AA standings right now with 40 seed points. Governors are at 38 points exactly. Taking a look at these two teams history-wise, well, I can't say there's not really much history between these two teams. Just one meeting since Tea Area has been in AA. It was a win for the Titans at 55-48. That meeting was on January 23rd of last year. It was a final again of 55-48 a season ago. Tea Area Titans at 8-6, Pierre Governor girls at 3-9. As we'll step aside, take a look at what's going on here around the state of South Dakota, and get that pregame conversation with head coach Kirk Biva. This is Pierre Governor basketball on KCCR 1240 AM and 98.9 FM. We are back in 90 seconds.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward.
Pierre Governor Girls hosting the Tea Area Titans on this Saturday afternoon as we are well past the expected start time at 3 o'clock here from TF Riggs High School. Wyatt Barichka with you. Emma back in the studio helping us stay on the air. Big thanks to her for all that she is doing here this season and all of our folks that help us behind the board. Taking a look at some other games of interest here in the state of South Dakota for a Saturday. Local teams of interest to mention just real quick here is Highmore Herald. He's at home today. They are taking on Harriet Selby area in the girls' game. That is supposed to be right now. Looks like a 8 o'clock start at the Action Club Classic is what that says here for this Saturday. Other games of interest maybe look for at the Sturgis is taking on. Let me make sure I find that game real quick here. I saw them on my calendar here, but we do have Sturgis taking on Huron in their contest. Those two teams are right now kind of separated quite a bit in the stadium. Another game on the AA side of things, it features Spearfish as they are currently going to be battling at home for their game against Mitchell, and Rapid City Central is taking on O'Gorman. Those are the other games here in AA here that are going on today. Again, we'll have Hall of Fame inductions at halftime, it looks like, so we will make sure to get you guys those results as well here, or those inductions I should say, not the results, because you'll know who is being inducted into the Hall of Fame. I caught up with head coach Kirk Biba. That is coming up here in just a few moments here. That conversation will actually send it after this 60-second timeout here on KCCR 1240 AM, 98.9 FM.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer. Hey you.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre Area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre Area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Head coach Kirk Biba here on KCCR 1240 AM and 98.9 FM, joining me for the Pierre Governor Girls head coach. And coach, first off, just kind of a tough stretch for you guys. I mean, you guys have played some really good quality opponents. Maybe some of the key takeaways from those games for your team of how they responded and some things you're kind of seeing going forward.
Yeah, I mean, we know we have work to do, but the girls have been really good about every day coming to practice and understanding the things that we need to work on, and they've been having really good practices and been very coachable and positive attitudes. So just a matter of when we can see that carry over onto the court. But as far as, putting forth full effort and having good attitudes and being good teammates and coachable and all those things, I really can't complain. I mean, obviously, losing is never fun, but at the end of the day, you got to keep it in perspective as, where you're at and what you're trying to do. And if everyone is doing the best that they can and trying every single day and bringing forth that effort, then at the end of the day, I'm happy and we can all look ourselves in the mirror.
I was going to say, I was going to ask you maybe what you've been emphasizing, because, Coach, there's not much basketball left in the season when you think about it. So, what are you wanting to emphasize with your team coming down this stretch of games left?
Yeah, on the defensive side of the ball, like both sides of the ball, we've really been struggling to rebound. Rebound has just been a big-time bugaboo, and if we're not going to rebound, it's going to be really tough to win. But it's also going to be tough to rebound because we are undersized. So, it just takes a lot of work there. So we're going to have to get better on the boards. We're going to have to find a way to do that. And then, our passing, if I'm going to pick one thing on the offensive side of the ball, our passing is just not really on time or on target a lot. So the execution just isn't there as far as, even in our press break, getting the ball in and getting into offense and then executing. So, those two areas are things that we've really been stressing this last week, is making sure we do everything we can to rebound the basketball and then just becoming better basketball players as far as passing and cutting and getting in our offense and those kind of things.
I know that there's kind of some extra festivities in today's game. First off, to kind of have a game on a night like this, what does that kind of just say about the atmosphere and also just kind of the opportunity to have this kind of night like this? Yeah, it's just it's a great opportunity to celebrate and honor people have, done great things here in Pierre and well-deserved. And, definitely fun. And nothing but congrats to all those being honored today. And like I said, it's just a cool thing to see. And I'm excited for all the inductees today. Taking on Tea Area today, Coach. A team that's kind of gone through their ups and downs as well. But what do you know about this Tea Area Titans squad, and how are you approaching today's game? Yeah, they really space you out. All their girls that play are very skilled. They'll if they're open, they're going to shoot it. And if they get an opportunity to attack the rim, they're going to attack the rim. So they play really, really fast, and they're all aggressive, looking to score. So it's a challenge defensively. Plus, they're going to push in transition, so we got to get back. This is kind of another area of concern for us, where we've been trying to get better at. And then, defensively, they mix it up and they try to speed you up, which they do a good job of. So definitely, got our work cut out for us, but another opportunity to play and get better. Coach, I always ask, what's the way for you guys to go 1-0 today? What's going to be that one key factor? It's hard to narrow down to one. I kind of just touched on some of the different things, but one thing, rebound. If we don't rebound, if they get the multiple chances, then it's going to be next to impossible. So if I had to pick one, I'm going to say we got to rebound the basketball. Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time and best of luck today. All right, thank you. Big thanks to head coach Kirk Bebop for taking some time here before this one, as it is going to be the Pierre Governor girls hosting Tea Area here in just a few moments. We are going to have a national anthem, just kind of waiting for that clock to go down here and get things going. So we'll send it to the PA announcer after the buzzer sounds and we get set for the national anthem. Hall of Fame Day here from TF Riggs High School here in Pierre, South Dakota. It's the Tea Area Titans taking on your Lady Governors here in Pierre. It is a big thanks to everybody who makes this broadcast possible as well. Whether you're tuning in on the radio or on KCCR Sports on YouTube, can't thank you enough, as well as we will send it to the PA announcer for the national anthem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the capital city and Pierre Tea Riggs High School for today's girls basketball game. Today, our beloved Governors host the Tea Area Titans in a AA basketball matchup. See, folks, before we get started, let's remember that at any high school sporting event, it is the student athlete who is supposed to be the center of attention. As a fan, you have the right to enjoy good sportsmanship as well as the responsibility to practice it. Be a good sport and enjoy today's game. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we would ask you to all please rise and pay proper respect to our flag by removing cover and placing the right hand over your heart. All of our veterans and out-of-uniform military personnel may salute the flag. And now the playing of our national anthem.
national anthem here at TF Riggs High School. Now it is time for your starting lineups here for both these two squads. And we'll start with the visitors here today under the direction of head coach Taylor Fechner in his second season as the head coach here for the Tea Area Titans. It will start like this for the Titans. It will be number 3, a 5'4" senior in J.C. Bob. She'll be followed by number 5. It's a 5'7" senior in Anna Bindy. She'll be followed by number 11, a 5'7" senior in Ellie Clayburg. It's number 13, a 5'4" sophomore in Gracie Bilas. And number 15 to round up the starting lineup, it's a 5'9" freshman in Jana Van Lanken. Again, head coach Taylor Fechner of the Tea Area Titans in his second season. Assistant coaches are Clayton Strom and Stephen Walter. Now it's time for your starting lineup for the Governors under the direction of head coach Kirk Beebots. Assistant coaches Terry Becker, Terrence Blanchett, and Jeff Schlackway. It'll look like this. It's number 2, a 5'3" senior in Jasmine Yost. She'll be followed by number 5. It's a 5'6" junior in Molly Olson. It's number 11, a 5'5" senior in Emery Larson. Number 31, Jordan Kirky, a 5'6" junior. And round up the starting lineup, it's a 5'8" senior in Mackenzie Flotmeyer. Those are your starters. Uniform report here for this one. Tea Area in their road blues, white numbers, white lettering. Tea Area on their uniforms. And for the Governors, they're in their home whites today. Pierre across their uniforms with the green numbers, green lettering, trimmed in black, with the stripe on either side in green here. Those are your starting lineups in uniform reports. Here is your scoreboard tonight, brought to you by American Family Insurance, Brittany Scheffelbein. The big thanks to everybody who helps us get this broadcast going and helping us tip off here to this one. Starting lineups being finished up here for the Governors. Coach just taking some final moments with his team before we get underway here from TF Riggs High School in Pierre. AA action. Here, Governors trying to stay in the top 16. Tea Area just trying to stay in the middle of the pack right now at 8-6. Governors looking for their first win in 4 tries. Governors will go from right to left. Tea Area from left to right. It will be in the center circle. Flotmeyer will take on Van Langren, and we are underway here as Tea Area will control the opening tip going from left to right here on KCCR as they're going to start things off quick. Clear 3 is fired by Van Lincoln, and she'll get the first triple of the night and the first points in this one. Makes it now 3-0 here at TF Riggs High School. Governor's first opportunity as Yost will swing around the arc. Skip pass over now to Larson's 3. Trying to answer it. She does with a triple from the far corner. And we are tied at 3 apiece here in the early going. Tea Area trying to speed things up. Van Lincoln will have her shot deflected, but it's going to be 2 free throws coming up here after some contact by the Governors. They'll give the foul off there to Mackenzie Flotmeyer. Picks up foul number 1, and that will be the team's first here in the early going. Van Lincoln at the line. First opportunity for Tea Area this afternoon is she's already got 3 after the first points of the game, and she'll make her first free throw. Get one more here after being tied at 3 apiece. It's going to be a 2-point lead for Tea Area after the made free throw. Full court pressure being shown as Governors do get it inbound there to Olsen. Olsen going to try to get it over that mid-court stripe. Still working is now Yost will rush over the timeline. She was looking, and we'll get a stoppage. It looks like it's going to be another foul. This one will go against Tea Area. Vilas picks up foul number 1. That is team foul number 1 as well. Yost inbound, looking for somebody. Will do so on the inbound there to Kirky. Kirky now to Olsen. Olsen's going to be tied up there, and jump ball will favor the Governors, and it will just reset things, but this time from the side. Right in front of that Tea Area bench. Olsen will inbound it. Inbound will go to Yost. Makes her way to the top, looks for Kirky, does, loses it, and it's going to be a Another basketball on the floor. It's picked up there by Yost to save the possession. 20 on the shot clock. Minute gone by here in quarter number 1. Spin. Larson. Shot off the mark is no good. Deflected there. And the rebound is courtesy of Bindy. Tea Area up by 2. They're going for the layup. Can't get the layup to go down. It's going to be rebounded by Bilas for a second chance for Tea Area. Lose that and poked away there. And it's going to stay with Tea Area. They're going to say the reach will occur first before the turnover. They'll get Jasmine Yost on the foul. That'll be a quick second team foul. Here against the Governors. Up top now. Here's a drive by Bindy. We'll just hand it off now to Bilas. Drive by Van Lincoln. Bilas long 2. It's going to be good. It hits nothing but net. And she gets her first points of the night as the Governors now trail by 4 at 7-3 with 6:18 to go. Berkey will just throw it over to Flopmeyer on the near side. Handoff now to Larson, trying to back her way in. Now bounce pass off to Yost. There's a swing now to Larson. Larson goes to the elbow, now in the paint, looks to drive all the way. Underhand scoop opportunity is off the mark in Tea Area to try to push the pace. After the missed shot there by the Governors. Inside now for Bab, kick up top now. It's a triple from Bindy, no good, and Flopmeyer will run down the rebound for the Governors. 7-3 here in the early going on the American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein scoreboard. The Governors right now looking for their first bucket since that 3 made by Emery Larson on their first possession. Larson going to try to back away from the elbow, gives it off to Yost. Will fire it too. Will just overshoot it to Clayberg, who gets her first rebound of the day, and then you got a shot deflected there by Kirky on the other side. But it will stay Tea Area basketball with 5:16 to go. Ab inbound. Will inbound it to Clayburn. Looks to drive all the way in. Will put it off the glass and off the mark as she leaves that short. It's Kirky rebound. And the Governors once again with another chance here to get some points after their first possession. Going off the leg. It'll be a kickball violation, and that will just put it on the baseline as the Governors will put a new 3 in. And checking in will be Alex Ludeman. Also checking in will be Faith Baumberger and Ellen Hart is in. Hart to inbound. Inbound will go to Larson. Now we'll swing it over to Ludeman. Going inside, give to Larson. High off the glass, and that'll be a bucket and a chance for a 3-point play as the Governors can cut it to within 1 point. Bilas picks up foul number 2. And we'll get a substitution change here as Emma Lindgren is going to check in for Bilas. Yeah, Larson has a chance to have all 6 here for the Governors already as the first 5 for Pierre as the free throw is up. It's good, and the lead is within 1. 7-6, 4:56 to play here from TF Riggs High School. Quickly now is Randy will go inside now for Van Lincoln. Lincoln was trying to give it off there. It's going to be a turnover. First turnover by Tea Area here, and then the Governors will just give it right back to the Titans. Van Lincoln backs her way in, goes off the glass, and too much on the shot, but a second chance. Triples at the top and splashed by Clayburn. So that makes it now 10-6 with 4:20 to play here in quarter number 1. Governors have it back. Larson drive. Picks up the dribble. Now there's a trap. Looks to give it off. There is Ludeman, and she'll be fouled and have the second trip for the Governors to the line here this afternoon. And the way things are going, and I'm not just saying this to just say how the start is going, but all the games leading up to this one, it has been consistency with the foul calls, and that might look like it will continue here as Baumberger will miss the first free throw. Get one more here. We'll stay a 4-point lead, at least for right now. Baumberger to cut it within 3, and I'm going to say lane violation and a chance for one more. So another chance for Baumberger to put it to within 3. And she will pay it off. 10-7 Tea Area up right now with 4:06 to play in the quarter. And the out of bounds and a turnover by the Titans as the Governors will get it back. Just right on the sideline as the Pierre defense paying off there. But again, rebounds is something that Coach Bob mentioned in this one right now. They're being, just the start of the game, I mentioned it, but it's a 5-3 advantage for Tea Area. Governors have it back. Here's the handoff now for Larson. Now swing it to Hart. Hart at the foul stripe. Handoff now to Larson. Larson trying to go on the attack. Goes through the defense. Off to Baumberger. Off the glass and good. First bucket besides Larson here, and it goes to Faith Baumberger, or Olsen, I should say. As a three is up and off the mark there, and will be out of bounds in Pierre basketball. .330 to go. We'll try to do our best, keep the clock here on the video side of things here. 9-10 your score in favor of Tea Area here. Governors have it back. Okay, give it down to Larson. Larson's going to fire another three. That one's good. And the Governors are up by 2 with 3:06 to play. And a 12-10 advantage now. Back to Tea Area, trying to tie things up on the ball movement there. Layup by Lindgren is good. And we're tied at 12 apiece. Tie number 2 already here in this one. Governors go over the midcourt line. Now give there to Larson. Larson now to Olsen. Bounce pass out there to Hart. Hart on the drive on the near side. Falls to the floor. It's going to be picked up there by the Titans. And then you'll get a foul on Pierre. We'll get Smalley Olsen on the foul. That'll be her first. That'll be team's third of the quarter here. Lindgren will inbound. Inbound now to Vab. Now quickly are the Governors, and they're going to say out of bounds for Tea Area. That's another turnover. That is their third from the sideline. And the Governors will take that all day long right now as they're, again, tied at 12. They took a lead courtesy of a 3, but Tea Area tied it up on the answer. Backdoor cut for Ludeman. Gets it for 2. Nice job by Ludeman to get the backdoor cut, and the Governors go back up by 2. It's another steal. It's Ludeman looking there for Larson to go out of bounds. It will stay Governors basketball, but they'll try to keep that momentum that they got going right now as the Governors will put a new 3 in. Jasmine Yost, Kirky, and also back in is Zoe Bowers. The first time we're calling her name. The 3 Governors that just checked in. And speaking of Bauer, gets the inbound. Quickly over now to Larson. Larson, give it up. Pump fake by Olsen. Drive into the paint. Bounce pass out to Yost. 3 is up. 3 is off the mark. And going to be rebound by Olsen for a second chance. It's good. Governors just 60% from the field already in the first quarter. That is going to result in some good basketball here if they can keep that shooting day going. Tea Area is at 50%. Here's a triple from Goss. Off the mark, rebound. Van Lincoln for a second chance, and the Governors will once again take it away. Larson to Yost, and they're going to say Yost picked up that pivot foot, and maybe he was not a fan of that one. The Governors will turn it over for a third time. 1:25 to play here in quarter number 1. Governors are bringing some full court pressure here. Now Tea Area does break somewhat of that press that the Governors have, and they'll try to give it inside, and another turnovers. The Governors are getting the turnovers they're wanting. They get forced 5 already by Tea Area. Olsen's at the top. Tries the drive, looking for a lane. Bounce pass out now to Larson. Larson to Yost. Yost skip pass, was looking for Olsen. It's going to be out of bounds and deflected by Van Lincoln. And the Governors will just inbound it from in front of the student section. 58 seconds to go here in the first. Yost drive goes through the lane, off the glass, no good. Rebound though by Olsen for a second chance. Here's a kick out. Larson, deep three. She's going to leave that one short as well. A good couple of good shot looks there from the Governors and just doesn't come up with any points. 34 seconds to go. Shot clock separated by 9. Inside there for Goss, 4-2. And Tea Area cuts it to within a bucket. Kirky has it. Now we'll give it up for Bauer. Bauer looks to kick it out, and that'll be a foul. With 15 seconds to go, they're going to get Lindgren on the foul. And that'll be her first and team's fourth. The Governors have it. Shot clock turned off. Inbound to Kirky. Hand off to Larson. Larson looks. Now to Olsen with the give. Olsen with 9. Olsen trying to back her way in the paint. Makes the move. Puts up the shot. Looking for a travel to Tea Area. Going to get the shot to go. And quickly on the other end with no time. Trying to get an easier shot. Playing one quarter of basketball. The Governors with a 2-point advantage at 16-14. We'll step aside. We're back in 60 seconds here on KCCR 1240 AM 98.9 FM.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Getting you set for the second quarter here from TF Riggs High School. Governors up by 2 as they lead the Tea Area Titans. Looking are the Governors for their first win in 5 tries now. As Tea Area will start with a 3, completely overshoot that shot. As Olsen's the one who secured the basketball for the Governors. First chance here in the second quarter. Here's a drive now by Olsen. Goes off the glass. Too much power on that shot as Bindi will get the basketball and now try to push the pace. Back to Tea Area. They'll skip pass. It's Bab for 3. Off the mark. It's poked away, but regained control there by Van Lincoln. Back down to Tea Area. Up top. It's Clayburg. 3. It's good. Felt like she rushed that shot, but knocked in the 3. And it's now the Tea Area Titans up by 1 at 17-16 on the American Family Insurance Family Shuffle By scoreboard. Deep 3, count it there for Emery Larson, and a timeout is spent by Coach Kirk Bebots in a 19-17 advantage for the Governors. 60-second timeout here is, we will keep it here again. Halftime will be the induction for the Hall of Fame for the Governors as they just started that 60-second timeout there. But first quarter, Molly Olsen would finish with 6. Emery Larson had a bucket to start the game for the Governors, as right now Tea Area leads the rebounds at 9-5. Turnovers, it's Tea Area with 5, 3 for the Governors. And if I'm not mistaken, we've had 3 lead changes and 3 lead changes, 8 ties in the early going of this one, and that is the case. Just wanted to double check there, but yeah, tie number 8, I should say, in this one so far. So if this is the way it's going to go, we're going to be set up for a really good basketball game here this afternoon as we are live from Pierre RTF Riggs High School. And tomorrow, don't forget, we have Super Bowl coverage as Pierre's own Gray Zabel will be playing in his first Super Bowl. Crazy stat. We were mentioning this on the morning show, but just the amount of championship games he's been a part of. He's been first 3 for the Governors. He's been in 3 for North Dakota State, who is now looking like to join the Mountain West. Speaking of which, also, he won 2 of those, and now he's seeking his first Super Bowl with the Seattle Seahawks. Just a crazy success that Gray Zabel has had. So, and Pierre's all behind him tomorrow. You can catch that game on KCCR. Timeout was taken by the Governors. They use their first hit. It's going to be an anticipation takeaway by Jasmine Yost. And that'll result in turnover number 6, and that's a bucket. Good for the Governors. Olsen has got 11. It is now 21-17, and we'll get a whistle and a foul. I want to make sure I gave the points correctly there, and there'll be a foul on the Governors. It will be Kirky picking up foul number 1. As a 3 is going to be up, it's going to be no good, and Yost will just run down the rebound for the Governors. Quickly on the other end, Larson back up top down for Olsen with 6:10 to play in quarter number 2. First half action here from TF Riggs High School. Olsen thought about a 3, now drives in, tries to go around the defense and does with another bucket. 23-17, your score right here. Almost another turnover taken by the Governors, and this time it's a 3 from Bendy. No good either, and that's another rebound by the Governors, who will give it right back after Mackenzie Fonmeyer got the rebound. No good on that one. Kirky rebound. We're just pushing the pace here. Pace is starting to pick up just a little bit here, and a foul will slow things down. Foul on Tea Area, picks up foul number 2 of the quarter as a team. They'll get J.C. Bob on the foul. That'll be just her first. Teams again second of the quarter. And now will go to Kirky for 2 as she was wide open underneath. The Governors doing everything they want here in this second quarter right now. Outscoring Tea Area 12-3 in the second quarter so far. Tea Area got that early bucket. Haven't seen anything since. And as soon as I say that, it's a triple from Van Lincoln. And now it's going to be Tea Area spending a timeout by Taylor Factor. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a quick 30. 25-20 your score here on KCCR, courtesy of your American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. We're back in 30 seconds as Governors up by 5 here on KCCR.
To have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
5:06 to play here, quarter number 2, as the Governor girls with a 25-20 advantage over the Tea Area Titans. Wyatt Bridgeka with you. It is Emma back in the studio helping us keep things going here on the radio side of things. It will be Governors basketball to the timeout from Tea Area. It was a 3 that was made there by Van Lincoln that caused or allowed the score to decrease the lead for the Governors, and then it was a turnover just a moment ago. Lindgren gets the turnover as the full court pressure starting to show now by Tea Area, the payoff that it has. Larson has it. We'll give it up now to Baumberger. She is back into the contest. Also in is going to be Ludeman. The kick out now for Olsen. Olsen, gonna drive baseline on the far side, goes around the defense, puts it off the glass, and good. She is just doing what she wants in the paint there. Just drives in, makes a couple of moves, and then gets the easier bucket, and the Governors will take it away. That is Ellen Hart. It's a turnover there for the Governors. Olsen now at the top. Will look to drive in, tries to go around the defense once again, trying to avoid the tie-up. Will bounce past it off. Here's a drive now by Ludeman off the iron, and good. Governors are on a heck of a second quarter output. 16-8 is the second quarter outputs. Triple answered. Bindi with the triple cuts it to within 4. The Governors with a hot start, but the Tea Area is now starting to warm up here in this one. Hart has it near the midcourt circle, has it poked away, regains control, and then it's going to be a whistle and a foul on the reach. And they're going to get Lindgren on the foul. So the Governors will inbound it from the side. Shot clock resets to 35 with 3:30 to play in the quarter. Larson has it. She'll fire a deep 3. That one's off the rim, and going to be another whistle and another foul. It picks up foul number 1, and that might be the story or the way things will go here today. Tea Area going to break the press and quickly has a lane on the baseline. Here's a kick out. Clayburgh triple good. Tea Area is just shooting at will from three-point land. They have cut to within 1. They are 6 of 11 from three-point land. Over 50% here in the first half. Drive was looking for Hart, and it'll be a turnover once again. Governors with just turnover number 6. It's now back up top. They'll swing it over. Now it's going to be Van Lincoln 3. That'll hit back iron and brought down by Hart, but she'll be fouled in the process. They'll give the foul there to Lindgren, who picks up foul number 3, and it's going to be a timeout spent by the Governors. Quick 30 will keep it right here again. Governors lead this one 29-28 with 2:48 left to go here in the first half, and trying to see if maybe we got some games to report to you here on this Saturday afternoon. Salt Lake Buttes basketball getting a win yesterday over Gettysburg for the boys. It was a girls' loss that Gettysburg would take the victory. Those two teams fighting for positioning in the Region 6B standings. Take a look and see if there's any games to report to you. No games at this time. And if I'm not reading this right, McLaughlin score right now is leading 49-0 at the end of the second against Connie. I said that correctly. If that is a score, well, that is a insane score after one half of basketball. Governors have it. Out timeout by Pierre. And the full court pressure once again by the Titans. And I'll back things off now is over the timeline is Bauer. And she's back in for Pierre. Larson just lobs over to Olsen. Olsen with the one dribble. Give it up there now to face Bomberger. Drives in. Baseline. Looks to bounce pass. It does. To Olsen. Olsen now. Trying to go. Now we'll feed it inside the Bomberger again. And it's going to be an offensive foul. Used too much of that arm there. And official did let that go just a little bit. Maybe longer than most would allow. But Bomberger picks up foul number 1. 2:21 to go. Governors with another steal. Gives it to Olsen. Quickly was looking for Bomberger and just kind of overthrew that pass. Bomberger was trying to just go to the bucket, had the lane, but too much on the pass. Will turn it over with 2:15 to play. The Titans get a break there as the Governors, again, looked like they were going to extend their lead once again. Here's a drive by Clayburgh. Clayburgh will fire it 2 as it takes the friendly bounce off the iron, and it will go in. That's Clayburgh's first made inside the arc. And that results in a Titans 1-point lead. 30-29, 1:52 left to go here. Another takeaway by the Titans. Clayberg underneath once again off the assist by Van Lanken, and another timeout by Pierre. It's now 32-29 with 1:45 to play. Clayberg's already got 13 in the contest. First Titan to be in the double digits is Molly Olson, is the first Lady Governor in double digits with 15 points, as it is a full timeout. Let's take a quick 30. Governors trail 32-29 with 1:45 to play in the second.
James Valley Landscape and Solutions, creating breathtaking spaces. All because of them, with 40 years of experience and the best landscaping team in the business, hire them to create spaces unimaginable. For a career with great benefits and a rewarding salary, let them hire you. James Valley Landscape and Solutions.
.145 to play here in the second quarter, as the Governors had a lead for quite some time, and Tea Area has regained the lead. Biggest lead was 9 for Pierre. Biggest lead for Tea Area has been 4 so far here in this one. 1:45 to play after the timeout by Pierre. Bauer has it. Will dribble it out of bounds and a turnover. And it's now evened up at 8 apiece in the turnovers here. Again, Hall of Fame inductees at the halftime intermission. They'll bring quite a few accolades here for Pierre High School Athletics. Clayberg has it way at the top there. Gets around Olsen. Now we'll just give it up there, and going to be an offensive foul on Tea Area. Then you're going to get just that little push there from Clayberg. They do, and that will be team foul number 4. So the next foul will put the Governors in bonus free throws. Bauer inbound, gets it now to Kirky, as they'll just continue to break that press, is what they've been doing all afternoon long. Kirky will swing it down to Bauer. Bauer looks for the give to Kirky on the cut. Almost turned over, but picked it up as Larson. Larson pass over now to Olsen on the far corner. Back now was looking for Larson, and that'll be a backcourt violation. With 1:10 to play. And change coming into the lineup as Andy Bendy is back in for Tea Area. Also in for the first time is Benning. Piper Benning, the sophomore for Tea Area. 1:09 to play. We have a triple here that will clink off the back iron and rebounded by Bab. That will give it out to Van Lanken underneath. Puts it high off the glass. That's going to be no good. And Kirky comes up with the rebound, and that'll just be another turnover by the Governors. Back down to Tea Area. Falls to the floor as the basketball picked up there by Yost. Yost off to Kirky. Kirky will give it now to Larson. Now pass over down to Ludeman. Ludeman fires a mid-range jumper. Can't get that one, but Bauer will get the rebound. That shot falling to the floor is Yost, and once again, it's going to be off the mark there. And Tea Area has it back quickly. Swing now to Bendy. Bendy will give it up now. Swinging around the arc. Clayberg with 15 seconds to go. Will fire a 2 and got it to go in. Clayberg with 15, and it's back to a 5-point lead. Biggest lead with 7 seconds to go. Bauer to Kirky. Kirky quickly over to Larson, trying to get a deep 3. Larson's going to put it up off the glass, and it's going to be off to the right. And we have played one half of basketball as Tea Area holds a 34-29 advantage. We'll step aside. We'll be back in 2 minutes to give you first half numbers. That's coming up next here on KCCR 1240 AM and 98.9 FM. We're back in 2 minutes.
wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
At Wheelhouse Auto Body, we believe in treating our customers and their cars like family. Our service-focused team has over 50 years combined experience in the automotive repair industry. If you have a vehicle, big or small, that needs some TLC, Wheelhouse Auto Body team is ready to take care of you. Visit Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield or contact us at 605-494-0436. Wheelhouse Auto Body of Pierre.
Back here on KCCR 1240 AM 98.9 FM is the inductions here for the Hall of Fame Day. Here is here honoring Stephanie Castellan first here as she stands at center court. There's quite a few inductions here for Pierre today. They also got more on the way. We'll try to announce them as they are being honored here. Right now, halftime score, it is the Governors trailing 34 to 29 on your American Family Insurance and Brittany Shufflebind scoreboard as they gave an extra bucket apparently to somebody. And we'll figure that out here in just a moment. But that is your score right now, quarter by quarter. It is the Governors and Tea Area tied at 14 apiece after one. It was a 20-16 output by Tea Area in the second. The Governors were actually outscoring them 12-3. As they're giving one more round of applause there for Stephanie Castellan. We'll continue just to go down the court here and talk about more of the inductees here. The next one is going to be Quincy Christie, as he is being inducted into the Hall of Fame as well. But yeah, Governors were up 12-3, or were outscoring 12-3 in the second. It was a 9-point lead. It was actually the biggest lead of the half. But Tea Area had a great shooting from outside the arc, which helped them get back into the gate, or really get back within range, and they did so by taking the lead at 34-30 in that one. Trying to find out where we're missing our extra point here in this one so far, and we'll figure that out here in just a moment here. But take a look at some other numbers here. We had the 5 lead changes in the contest, and it looks like maybe 7 ties have occurred here so far. Turnovers, Governors would finish with 10, and the Tea Area Titans with 8 so far in this one. So giving one more round of applause there again. Quincy St. David Christie is the next induction, and just final moments here. They're giving them the acknowledgement. Also, they'll get the next one here in just a moment. Here, we'll announce that in just a moment. Tea Area goes 13 of 25 from the field, 6 of 12 from three-point land, and also 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Governors go 13 of 23 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and 2 of 5 from three-point land. Next induction, Michael Tevens. is the next induction. Talking about the resurgency Governor Athletics to the mid-2000s. They're getting their plaques right now, and really cool moments here to have everybody community-wise coming here and support all those who have made an impact in Governor Athletics. So we got a few more inductions that are to be announced here, but biggest lead for the Governors at one point was when they were up by 9. It was a 26-17 advantage for the Governors. That was a 9-point lead. Tea Area's biggest lead, though, that's currently where it stands right now at 34-29 in that one. So that is your biggest lead for either team here so far. Another thing is rebounds in this one that Coach was mentioning. The Governors tying things up with rebounds at 11 apiece unofficially, and all stats are unofficial in this one. From the bench, 7 for the Governors, just 6 for Tea Area off the bench here so far, as we're kind of just going the whole way through. We thought this would be an extended halftime, but that is looking like not to be the case, so we're just going to keep things going here as everything goes on here. Taking a look at individual numbers for Tea Area here. Ellie Clayberg leads scoring right now by either team with 15 points, 8 for Van Lincoln. You got 4 for Emma Lindgren. Also, you got 2 for Grace Bilas, 3 for Anna Bendy, and that's all the scoring right now in this one for Tea Area. The Governors, led by Molly Olson, has 14 points in her name here, and I'm making sure that is the correct case, and they say she has 15 in the game, so we definitely have given somebody an extra point where it was not supposed to be, but we'll get that fixed here in just a moment. So give one more round of applause once again to Trevor Tree, or his Hall of Fame induction. And congratulations to everybody who is getting inducted. They're making an impact here in the Pierre area. Sydney Zan, another induction for Pierre. Again, they're announcing all the inductions. We do have a few more here that they're going to be introduced, so they'll continue to go on here. But again, taking a look at some other numbers for the Governors. Again, 15 for Molly Olson. You have 6 for Emery Larson, 2 for Jordan Kirky, Alex Ludeman with 4 so far in this one. I think that's maybe where I gave the extra point somewhere. Maybe I'll figure that out in just a moment. Mackenzie Flobmeyer with a couple of rebounds. Faith Bomber has 3 points in the contest here so far. So that is your scoring here in the first half. Taking a look at shooting-wise, again, the Governors, if I had it correctly, they shot 70% from the field. They just turned the ball over quite a bit in the second quarter in the late stages for Tea Area to really get things going. Tea Area would shoot 53% in that second quarter as well. Again, 52% for Tea Area in the first half, 56% for the Governors in that first half. So shooting-wise has actually been really good when they're able to settle things in the offense. Again, they're giving one more shot out to Sydney Zanin. Congratulations to him as well. The next induction, as I'm trying to follow all of this, they're giving off to Terry Becker, and getting a round of applause is one of the assistant coaches here for the Pierre Lady Governors in this one, is he's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame as well. Again, a big congratulations to everybody who's being inducted into this Hall of Fame. And the clock did stop, so there will be some time for, it looks like, warm-up. So we'll get some breaks in here in just a moment as well. Again, halftime score is 34-29. Again, Terry Becker being inducted. All the inductions so far include Stephanie Castelline, also Quincy Christie, Michael Trevitt, also Sydney Zanin, and Terry Becker. The other ones being inducted. Also got another induction here in just a moment. Sports director John Winkler, who is having a busy day here covering the Capitals, and now also covering the inductions into the Hall of Fame as well. We do have one more induction here, and I'm going to do my best to say all of these names in just a moment. You'll understand why I say all of these names in just a moment. Again, Terry Becker, congratulations to him. He inducted into the Hall of Fame as well. And we do have one more. We'll finish that, get to that one in just a moment here as you are tuned in to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront Broadcasting Station, as we are in the 4 o'clock hour here from the KCCR studios, and we'll tell you what all is going on with our stations tomorrow and all of that is going on here around the Riverfront Broadcasting side of things as Tea Area has exited out of the locker room, getting some final moments here. We'll get some more coming up in a moment. The Pierre Area girls did not go to the locker room as Terry Becker. Final moments, and now the big one here for all the names here is again good job, awesome job that not awesome job, but it's awesome that the Pierre Area girls basketball team stayed out for all this. But let's get to the last induction. It's the 2013 Governor Boys basketball team. That does feature Ethan Leaf, Aaron Shriver, Nick Redmond, Garrett Porsche, Cody Honeywell, Carson Eyes, and also head coach Derry Baker was the head coach of the 2013 team for that one. Student managers is Brandy Ballard, also Morgan Meyer. Trey Livermont was another one as well. Student manager Alyssa, I'm making sure I say all these names. Nathan Ellenbacher, Lane Chevron, got Reverend Kaiser, Austin Christofferson, Conrad Adam, Travis Barton, Mitch Hansen, Cody Thompson, student manager as well, Chloe Williams, another student manager, and Brittany Photo, and assistant coach Don Shields. And then one more is I'm going off the photos, middle row, back row now. Assistant coach Quentin Cermick. Also, you got Steve John Daly Peck. You got Zach Hansen, Cooten Walton, and assistant coach God New for the Governors as well. So congratulations to everybody being inducted to the 2013 Pierre Governor boys basketball team. Started 2-4 is what they say. The Governors would win 18 of the 19 contests, claiming the school's first ESD championship in 31 years. In the postseason, the Governors secured a second District 3 AA championship, or secured the second District 3 AA championship in program history with a win over Aberdeen Central in Huron. And then the Governors State Tournament by defeating Rapid City Central and Sioux Falls Lincoln in the first two rounds. They faced off against Brandon Valley in the title match, which will be the last state championship game played in the old Sioux Falls area. So the Governors being inducted to the 2013 Governor boys basketball team is a really cool feature. Is again, sports director John Winkler just kind of hiding underneath the screen as he will go get a photo as well. But those are the inductions. Congratulations once again to Stephanie Clandestine, got Quincy Christie, got Michael Trevitz, also Sydney Zana and Terry Becker are the inductions along with the 2013 Governor boys basketball team. Congratulations to everybody inducted into the Hall of Fame, and we'll take another timeout here. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and continue our halftime coverage here on KCCR 1240 AM and 98.9 FM. We're back in 2 minutes.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
For over 60 years, Ferding Electric has been powering homes and businesses across central South Dakota. When you need reliable electrical service, trust the experts with decades of experience. Whether it's a simple residential repair, a complex commercial installation, or even electrical work on your farm, Ferding Electric has you covered. And if you're tired of searching everywhere for that hard-to-find bulb, Ferding Electric carries a wide selection of bulbs, including those hard-to-find fluorescent and specialty options. Visit us at 2903 East Elizabeth Street or call today, 605-224-8684.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health and your time matter to us. Our team takes pride in providing personal, professional care, from filling your prescriptions quickly to answering your questions every step of the way. Need a little extra convenience? We offer free delivery right to your home or office. because at Shane's Pharmacy, you're our family, friends, and neighbors, and we're honored to care for you. Shane's Pharmacy. Feel better for less and stay well with us. Call 605-223-9200 or stop by in Fort Pierre. Shane's Pharmacy. Proud to support our local high school athletes.
Back here on KCCR 1240 AM 98.9 FM is second half action coming up here in just a few moments. Governors down 34-29 as all the inductions have concluded. Congratulations once again to everybody who was inducted into the Pierre Athletic Hall of Fame. What an opportunity and memory that will be to have as well. We'll have second half action coming up here in just a few moments. It is currently Governors down 34-29 against Tea Area. Second half action on this other side of the 2-minute break as you are tuned in to Pierre Governors basketball on KCCR 1240 AM and 98.9 FM. Back in 2 minutes.
Becky Potsaba and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance. It's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Hello friends, this is Pastor Sam at Faith Lutheran Church. We have many blessings to give thanks. A beautiful city on the river, helpful and encouraging friends and neighbors, and of course, our peer athletes. They're the reason for us being here, so let's help them out. I will be praying for our athletes throughout this season. I encourage you to join me in praying for their health and safety as well as their success, both on the field and in the classroom.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
Second half action about to get going here from TF Riggs High School. Wyatt Bridgego with you. Big thanks to Emma back in the studio for keeping us going here on the radio side of things. Appreciate you tuning in, however you may be tuning in. Brittany Shufflebond, American Family Insurance. Brittany Shufflebond scoreboard has the Governors trailing 34-29 here in the after one half of play. Even though it shows that it's 30-34, but maybe I got to score somewhere wrong. We'll get that fixed here in just a few moments and get that scoring here going out. Again, like I said, I'll make sure that gets fixed here in just a moment. I'm just making sure. It looks like I do have some of my scoring wrong. Is Emery Larson, who has right now 11. I have Molly Olson for 15, so that is where some of my mistakes are coming, so that's my fault. Oh, should have that fixed here in just a moment. There we go. Now we're fixed there. There we go. We're all good. Scoreboard, stat-wise, that's where everything was going there as well. So Governors will start with the basketball going from left to right now. It is Tea Area going from right to left here in this second half. We're underway. Governors trying to regain the lead here from TF Riggs High School. As Yost will give it off there to Olson. Olson now looking, giving off to Kirky. Will go high off the glass and it'll go in. Jordan Kirky with the first bucket of the second half. Finna cuts it to within a 3-point game. Tea Area's first chance. Clayburg has it at the top. Makes her way to the far side now with a give off to Belis. Belis given to Clayburg. Almost stayed away there. Van Laken will go for the layup. Ben will miss it. Not down there by Molly Olsen. Olsen picked up there. Olsen gets it now. We'll give it off there to Flottmeyer. 3 will miss that shot, and it's quickly Bab on the other end who got the rebound, and we'll get a foul and a whistle with 7:08 to play. And that might be a trip to the line. That is. They'll give the foul off there to Molly Olsen. Picks up her team's first of the half, and she'll pick up her second of the contest so far. Back now. Give on the layup. It is good there by Babus. Will get the first points for Tea Area in the second half, and it's now 36-31. Flottmeyer at the top will swing it over now to Yost, and that'll be another foul as well with 6:45 to go here in the third. And Bab will pick up once again another foul. Picks up her second already. Inbound for the baseline. Looking. Yost. And that'll be another foul and another push. And it looks like that one will go against the Governors. Gonna check in here. It'll be Emma Vingren. Inbound will go now to Bab. Bab will try to get over the timeline. She does. Yost picked up foul number 2 of the game for her. And that'll be a jump ball. Favor will be Tea Area. Got 6:31 to go here in the quarter. Inbound up top, gonna be Bindi for a triple and knocks it in. So that makes it now 39-31. It's now the biggest lead for Tea Area at 8 points with 6:15 to go in the third. Gerke loses it for a moment, regains control over to Yost. Yost on the drive, now to Flottmeyer, who will drive into the paint, will fire a mid-range jumper, will leave it off to the right. And it's a one and done for the Governors. Just can't get things to go right now for Pierre, which is kind of those turnovers and missed opportunities. And then Tea Area will just give it right back to the Governors. Flottmeyer fires it from the elbow. Too much on that one. Rebounded courtesy of Gerke for Pierre. Yost, floater, got to go. Gonna need some of those runs to come back where the Governors had it in that second quarter. If they're gonna maybe try to stay within reach if Tea Area keeps going on those runs. And a missed shot. Finally, nope, not yet. Now it's gonna be picked up there by Larson. As Larson will just have that deflected off of a Titan, and it'll go to Governors right back as they have brought the full court pressure, and we'll get a timeout. Quick 30, we'll take one as well with 5:10 left to go. It is the Governors trailing 39-33. We're back in 30 seconds on Country 95, or on KCCR Pierre.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today. (39-33) timeout taken by Tea Area as the
Governor girls are going to get it back with 5:10 to go here in the third, trailing by 6. Over the timeline now, Yost will give it up there to Lindbaum as we do have some changes to the lineup. Lindbaum is the one who checks in for Pierre as Yost is trying to give it away, but 2 Titans are there to cause the turnover, and Tea Area is going to get it back. They'll swing around. Clayberg, not about a 3 now. Give it back down to Van Lincoln, who will drive it on the left side, and contact will put her to the line. That'll be team foul number 4 already for Pierre in this third quarter, and Kirky picks up foul number 2. With 4:44 to play. And Van Lincoln is going to get her second chance at the line. Just 2 of 2 is Tea Area. Now I say that, make it 2 of 3 from the line. Get one more free throw here from Van Lincoln. 2 dribbles, fires, and will miss the second, so it's an empty trip there as Kirky came up with the rebound, and now Yossi's now trying to save the possession, trying to turn it over, and going to be a timeout first before the tie-up as Yost took a hard fall, and hopefully appears to be all right as she'll walk to the sideline and maybe get checked out there. It's going to be a quick 30. We'll keep it right here with 4:35 to play as the Governors, both teams starting with a slow start here, but see what the Governors draw up here. Again, that was really more save the possession kind of timeout, as the full court pressure really has gone to the Governors here in the really since that late part of the second half and going into this third quarter now, and I think that's going to be something stressed by Coach Bebot here for the Governors. 4:35 to go in the third. After the timeout by Pierre, they'll believe they're down to either 3 or 2 timeouts. I would believe 2. That one, again, like I mentioned, more probably a possession saver timeout than anything. Kirky will inbound. We'll inbound it now to Bauer as she is back in for here, checked in for Yost. Again, Yost got a hard fall, and hopefully she's doing all right. Olsen has it now. Olsen, drive on the paint. Kirky long, 2 off the glasses, trying to bank it in. Rebound going to be picked up there by Bauer, and now it's going to be taken away. That's going to be not Van Lincoln, but Emma, who will get the bucket to go in, and that is going to be another point for the Governors and another turnover. Lindgren will get the steal and force the turnover for the Governors. That is turnover number 12 here by Pierre. Olsen has it. Pokes it away on another turnover. Olsen all the way, puts the arm contact in. That's what they're going to do. They're going to give the offensive foul to Olsen. That was more of an obvious foul there by Olsen. I can see what she was trying to do, just give herself a little bit of separation, but it's a little bit easier when everybody is guarding you. Now when it's a wide open opportunity, and we'll get a change in the lineup as we'll check in for Van Lincoln. 3:47 to go. Second gone by. Kirky checks out. In now for the Governors. He's going to be Flotmeyer, and we'll get a foul. Zoe Bauer picks up the foul for Pierre. And now for the final 3:43, we will be in bonus for Tea Area. First free throw is going to be no good. So the Titans have now missed their last 3 free throws, and we'll get one more. One more free throw here. That will fire it and will make it. So it breaks the 3-game free throw missing skid. And once again, full court pressure being shown. Olsen will give it off to Lindemann. Now we'll give it off to Flotmeyer, who will be fouled. And that's going to go in for a chance for a 3-point play. going to get the bucket. That is a chance now for point number 6. Giving the foul off there to Milas, who will pick up her first free throw in the three-point play. He's successful in a late change into the lineup. And the Governors down by 6 with 3:36 in the third. Governors trying to bring some pressure now. Tea Area gets it over the timeline. Now quickly drives in. Is going to get the first shot to go in. Gets her own rebound. Second chance. Clayburg triple. Will miss it off to the other side. And running it down is for the rebound. Taken away there by Tea Area. That's turnover number 13 by the Governors. Lindgren does the same move as Olsen and will get the 2 to go in. Governors just going to have to avoid Tea Area answering everything they do to try to claw back to tie this thing. Because that's how Tea Area is played right now so far in this second half. Been trying to give it off to a teammate. It'll hit off the leg of a Titan there. And it goes back to the Governors. And reset things really again. More of the similar stuff, but they're letting those double teams kind of come in when they're getting too close to that out of bounds line. Almost another turnover there. Larson now will give it up to Lehman. Now we'll hand off to Bauer. Up top, Olsen. Triple from the top will go iron out. And a fight for the rebound. And now watch out. A couple of players go to the deck. And they both get up all right and tie up. After the missed 3 by the Governors. We'll give them the basketball back. 2:36 to go. Inbound. Goodman spins after one dribble. Puts up the shot. Leaves it off to the right. And Clayburg secures the rebound for the Titans. And a 44-36 deficit by the Governors. Layup high. No good. Larson with the rebound. Skip pass over to Olsen. Triple is up. That's a bullseye. Olsen for 3. Makes it 44-39. Governors on a little run right now. Triple to answer from the other side. He is going to be off the mark. And it will stay at Tea Area basketball. Again, that's just what Tea Area has done. Governors make one kind of shot. Tea Area has been answering with the same kind of shot or the same point variety. Not this time, but they have a second chance here after the missed 3. Bindi skip pass now to Lindgren. On the near corner. Goes into the paints. Let's kick out now to Babb. Babb now driving. Back now to Clayburg with 20 on the shot clock. Clayburg going all the way. Loses the basketball. That's a turnover. Bauer comes up with it. Bauer's put him in. Too high of a pass intended there for Larson, and we'll turn the basketball right back to Tea Area. Jasmine Yost, good to see her back in, and she will check in with 1:36 to go. 44-39 your score on your American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflemine scoreboard. And the Governors just take that one away. That is Zoe Bauer on the steal, just rips it there from Lindgren. Olsen going to try to put up a shot, and she'll jump, and the foul is going to save it. That could have easily been a travel. But the contact on the arm is going to be, I'm going to say that's on the floor. But it saves the Governors a chance here to reset and get a chance to go. And I want to look for Olsen. She was looking wide open on the 3. As Kirky gets it on a nice inbound play. And I'll say the Governors have really some unique inbound plays, and they just develop so well. And then we'll get a foul on the other end to stop all the flow that was just there with 1:11 to play. Got Emery Larson on the foul. And again, we mentioned bonus. That hasn't been the case for a while for Tea Area. First free throw off the mark. As Babb is at the line. First missed free throw from Babb. She did go 1 of 2 in her last trip. 41-34 41-44, another missed shot, but it is rebounded, though, by Van Laken, who will lay it up and put it in. So it's now 45-41 over the timeline now, and that'll be a turnover. Now the Governors. Be the 15th turnover in this early going. Inbound goes to Babb. We'll just give it right back to Van Laken as the Governors showing some pressure here. Back to Babb over the timeline. Looks to turn it over again. That was Tea Area. Kirky coming up with the steal. Jumped up for that one. And now Bauer has it. 42 seconds left to go. Shot clock separated by 11 and a half. Yost will just throw one up, but will get the benefit of the foul. And goes to the line and tries to cut it to within, once again, 3. I'll give the foul off there to Natalie Gass. She'll pick up her first foul as Yost is at the line to shoot 2 and will miss the first. Yeah, one more free throw here. With 37.2 on the game clock. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Gass. And the Governors will go 0 of 2 from their charity stripe. And then on the other end, it's going to be another whistle with 28.6 left to go. Jordan Kirky picks up the foul. As Clayburg will put up the first and gets it to go in. Increases that lead back to up to 6 for the Titans. The area makes a change there. So the shot clock turned off with 28.6. Second free throw is also good. It's a 7-point lead. Tea Area trying to bring the full court pressure. Bauer has it now. We'll give it off to Kirky. Now they'll break the timeline with Olsen. 19 seconds to go. Governors have it. On the deck, puts it is Bauer. Now we'll give it off to Larson. Larson, skip pass over to Olsen. 10 on the shot, 10 on the clock. Olsen going on the drive, going all the way underneath. She's fouled and goes to the line with 6.1 to play. Now Gass picks up foul number 2 of the quarter. And that is bonus here for free throws for Olsen. Olsen, perfect on the first. Yeah, we'll get one more. Kirky will check out here with 6.1. In is Flotmeyer. Final free throw for Olsen. Count it. 5-point lead, 6 seconds to go. Tea Area trying to push the pace. It's going to be Bindi. Bindi will lose it out of bounds, and it's going to stay at Titan basketball with 0.9 on the game clock. Third quarter, Titans basically catch and hope he shoot it off in time. Clayburg fires it, buzzer sounds, and it's going to be no good as we played 3 quarters of basketball. Governors down by 5. Still plenty of time for them to tie this up and maybe take a lead going into the final 8 minutes. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on KCCR 1240 AM and 98.9 FM.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
Larry Fry Heating and Cooling has a new name. Kruger Climate Systems has acquired Larry Fry Heating and Cooling, but it's still the same great service. Your friend Larry Fry is still a manager, and his dedication to providing you with outstanding service remains unwavering. The same quality products and services you have come to expect from Larry Fry Heating and Cooling will continue under the new leadership of Kruger Climate Systems. You can still reach us at 605-224-9548 or email us at ryan@krugercontracting.com. Kruger Climate Systems, your certified Trane and Mitsubishi dealer in Central South Dakota.
Final 8 minutes here of regulation from TF Riggs High School. Governors down 48-43 as we enter the final 8 minutes of basketball. Wyatt Bridgeko with you. Emma back in the studio as the Titans will start with it in the fourth quarter. And Babb will try to get it over the timeline. Governor's going to play more aggressive defense to start the fourth quarter off. Ellis did a good job there. Makes Babb give it off there to Bindi. Bindi now backs up, now goes on the drive. Bindi looks, kick out to Van Laken, triple, knocks it in. That's a tough one when you do defensively everything you're hoping to do, and one still goes in that you wish you didn't have. Kirky on the pass just leaves that one a little too much. And that's a quick one and done for the Governors. It stays 51-43. Missed shot by Tea Area, picked up there by Kirky. Be honest, the rebounds have been so high and so quick, it's been hard to track most of them here today. Olsen's at the top. Olsen going to try to drive in. Looks to spin in the paint, poked away there by Bias. Bias all the way, layup short. Rebound, Bindi, foul. Bucket's going to be good. Bindi with the rebound, put back. And a chance for a three-point play. Makes it now 53-43 now. Doesn't say who they gave the foul to in that moment, but the three-point play is good. Courtesy there of Bindi. Now on the other side is the Governors. Larson throws it up there and go in. Was going from the side and was able to put that one in. They got the lead within single digits, but Babb will answer with a two. Makes it now 45-56. And another turnover by the Governors will give Tea Area the basketball back. Off the official, Clayburg just picks it up, and they'll give it up there now to Bielis. Bielis to Clayburg. Clayburg now to the top. Getting some contact there by Yost. Looks to drive all the way in, and a foul will put the... They're trying to get the correct number there. They're getting Kirky on the foul. It's the foul on the floor, so it'll be the Titans inbounding it from the baseline on the near side. Inbound. And Lincoln to Clayburg. Throws it off the rubber, and it's going to be rebounded. Almost saved there. And then it's saved. I was waiting to see if that would roll out of bounds, but it's going to be Clayburg who saves it. Three is up and good after all that chaos for just a moment by Bindi, excuse me. And this is the run that the Titans did not want the Governors did not want the Titans to go on. And right now it's already an 11-2 fourth quarter starts. Kirky gives it off to Olsen. Now you get a whistle. He's just knocked out of bounds. Again tomorrow, Super Bowl coverage beginning after the church service at 11. The Super Bowl coverage around 12, and Kirky will try to inbound. Everybody went one way, and the inbound goes the other way, and the Governors will turn it over. So church service at 11. We got Super Bowl coverage beginning at noon tomorrow, and we got a whistle and a timeout from the officials. It's a full timeout. We'll take a quick 36 minutes to go exact. It is Tea Area 59. It is Pierre 45. We're back in 60 seconds here on KCCR.
Allied Plumbing and Heating knows how exhausting it is to do a funky dance when you're in the shower. First, it's the hokey pokey to get your body wet. Then it's the headbanger's ball when you're trying to get the shampoo out of your hair. Finally, the YMCA to get the soap off the rest of your body. You need to replace those bathroom fixtures. Trust your allies at Allied Plumbing and Heating to make showering a relaxing experience and not a dance class. 494-2001.
6 minutes ago, timeout by the Governors. With 6 minutes to play, 49-45, 11-2 start here for Tea Area in the fourth quarter. And the Governors, who have been avoiding those big runs, have now seen their biggest run against them here in the game so far. 6 minutes to go, Tea Area coming out of their timeout, but it was the Governors who took it. And it looks like they might have just ran out. Either that or only down to just full timeouts. And if that's the case, they're going to be down to at least one, if not two. Back to Tea Area after the timeout by Pierre on the turnover. Clayburg will fire a three and got it to go in. 62-45 here. The Governors facing full court pressure once again. They do get it over the timeline, though. That's Larson. Larson going to go all the way with it as the shot is deflected. It's out of bounds. It'll stay Pierre basketball. Well, now 5:36 to go. Bauer inbound to Olsen. She's fouled and will go to the line. Olsen has a chance now for a three-point play. She has 16 on the night. They'll give the foul off there to Babb. Picks up foul number 3 and a chance to cut it to within 14. Still plenty of basketball here for the Governors, even though that lead has been the biggest all game long, and Olsen converts. 48-62. I should say 62-48. Tea Area advantage here. Triple. Too much on the shot. Yosh will pick up the rebound. Yosh pushes the pace. Quickly now to Kirky. Kirky going to go all the way with it. She's fouled and almost got that one to go in. Clock stops with 5:18. Foul going to go against Bindi. And that'll be foul number 1 for her. And now Kirky is at the line. That is team foul number 2 of the quarter as well. Kirky will miss the first. And one more now for Jordan Kirky. Free throw. He's up. It's good. So 1 of 2 trip now for the Governors, as the Governors have gone 60% from the line of 6 of 10. And now the Governors trying to create some traps as well. They do get it out there. Here's a swing. Clayburg's going to fire a 3 from the near wing. We'll leave that one no good. And once again, it's Jordan Kirky who will come up with the rebound. Tea Area almost just took that away, but the Governors able to get over the midcourt stripe. Here's Bauer. Here's a 3. That's too much, and it's going to be brought down by Babb. Babb gives it up quickly there to Lindgren, who will put it in the paint and good. The Titans have gone 16 points already in the fourth quarter. We still have 4:35 left to go. And Tea Area will create a trap and will deflect that out of bounds. Grace Milas checking in for Tea Area. No change for the Governors in the lineup yet. Here in the fourth quarter, Yost getting the inbound. Yost will spin, give it off there to Kirky. Nice spin move to get that basketball away. Kirky stops, give it off to Yost. Pump fake 3. Kick out now to Larson. Larson's 3 is up. That's good. Make it now 64-52. Governors cut it to within 12. Van Lincoln 2. No good. Kirky rebound again. As Jordan Kirky's got all the rebounds, and the clock will stop with a foul. Kirky with 7 points, 8 boards here on the day. As Clayburg picks up the foul, as now has 13 foul for Tea Area. Pierre with just 2. This inbound goes to Bauer right over that midcourt line. Trying to avoid going over that. Now we'll give it back now to Kirky. Kirky driving in, throws up the shot. It's going to be a foul on the floor. This is what they're going to say first. And that'll be team foul number 4 on Tea Area. And Clayburg picks up foul number 3. I think Pierre was trying to argue that was on the shot, but officials are saying that's not the case. 3:55 to play. Governors down by 12. Inbound to Olsen. Off the glass. It's good. It's now a 10-point lead. Kirky throws away, or Kirky gets it, saves it. Yes, Larson will give it back, and that's a turnover for Tea Area. What a job there by Kirky to save it, as Yost going to get the shot to go in. A quick one and done after a great save there by Kirky on the turnover. And then on the other end is going to get the deuce. And a timeout taken with 3:29 left to go here. Again, Tea Area has put up 18 points here in the fourth so far. They added 6. Governors have now outscored Tea Area at 5-2 in the last few moments here in this one. 30-second timeout here, so we'll keep it here. You're tuned in to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station, as we are inching close to that 5 o'clock hour. Got more ESPN coverage after the conclusion of this one. Again, don't forget tomorrow, Super Bowl, 5:30 kickoff. Everybody see some Gray Zabel jerseys in the gymnasium. Quite a few, I should say, here on this Saturday. Still, what an opportunity just to have a player like that to be in a game like that. We've been talking about it all week, but just emphasizing, I mean, the impact that it has. Again, you're seeing Gray Zabel jerseys in the gym, so that's why I bring it up, just what he has done community-wise to have a lot behind him. And not like he's at it, but just to have it in the NFL and playing on the biggest stage, and a foul on the other end with 3:23 to play. And I will send Kirky to the line here. So 2 free throws coming up here for Jordan Kirky. As the first free throw is up, and it's going to hit off the back iron. We'll get one more here. Kirky did go 1 of 2 in her last trip. Making a change to the lineup is Tea Area. Bindi is Bindi is the one who checks in. Kirky to cut it to within 11. And we'll miss the second one. Gonna be rebounded though, picked up there by Belis. Belis to Bindi. Bindi will give it off now to Bab. Bab's gonna go on the drive, floater in the paint, leaves it no good. It's Kirky once again on the rebound. It's now almost stolen away there, and you're going to get a jump ball. Possession here will favor Pierre. 3:07 now, 66-54. Inbound, Olsen. Olsen spins around 2 defenders. Now we'll give it off there to Larson. Larson's going to fire a 3 quickly, no good. Yost rebound, give it off to Bauer, now to Olsen. Olsen gives a second chance here for the Governors, courtesy of the rebound there by Yost. 3 is up by Yost. No good. Kirky rebound. Kirky trying to go back up with it. Couldn't do so. Now give it off to Olsen. Olsen with a step over. Couldn't get that 3 to go. So a couple of threes and no points to account for as clock stops with 2:39. Inbound to Tea Area, poked away there by Olsen. Or excuse me, that's Yost. As Larson will go on the drive, and she's fouled, and another trip to the charity stripe. Give the foul there to Bindi. That will be team foul number 5. So the Governors are in the bonus for the final 2:32. Larson will fire the first free throw and can't get that one to go in either. Larson with 16 points here today. And we'll get one more. And it's going to be good. 2:32 to play. Governor's going to need some defensive stance here in the late stages. Down by 11. Bounce pass, lingering, and we'll lay it up and in, wide open underneath, and she's got 6 in the quarter. 68-55, lead is now at 13. Because that 3 is going to be no good. Governor is looking like they're trying to get some threes put up there and maybe cut this quickly here. Final 2 minutes to go. Up top now as the Titans going to start working clock here as they'll swing around the arc. Back now on the far wing. Get past to Van Lincoln. Lincoln on the drive, falls to the floor, and that'll be a foul. That was one of 2 fouls the Governors could give up there. The foul going to be on Jasmine Yost. Picks up foul number 3. Clayberg is going to check in for Van Lincoln. Well, he took a harder fall to the floor on the drive. Second chance now for Tea Area. Clayburg has it. Makes her way to the far side now, trying to drive in. Kick out now to Babb. Now up top as Tea Area just swinging around. Three is going to be left short, and it's going to be rebounded by Lindgren after the missed three. Babb now. Three is up there by Bindi. In and out. It's brought down by Larson. Is now the Governors have it here. Here's a drive. Olsen, who will go in and out, trying to get the rebound, but it's going to be taken away there by Bindi. And on the other end, it's going to be a timeout spent by Tea Area. And it's going to be a full. We'll take a quick 3. 1:09 to play here as the Governors trailing by 13 at 68-55. We're back in 30 seconds here on KCCR 1240 AM and 98.9 FM.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota and Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward.
Back here on KCCR 1240 AM 98.9 FM as Tea Area has it after the timeout there. Clayburg will get it up top now for B-List as the Governors in desperation mode now as time is starting to wind down. It's a 13-point deficit at 68-55. Tea Area starting to work the clock now as the shot clock is down to 13. Game clock is at now 49. As Bauer almost stole it away there, but Tea Area keeps it alive. Drive with 5 seconds to go. Here's a kick out. Clayburg. She'll fire a three, and that might have just done it. Clayburg with a triple. It's now 71-55. Tea Area takes it back after the turnover by Pierre, and that will probably do it. So the Governors are going to drop to 3-10 on the season. They will be back in action. We'll find that out here in just a moment here. They'll be back in action next. Looks like Tuesday. The game against Huron here at home. If I'm not mistaken, that one is on KCCR. And Tea Area is just going to let the clock run down and let the shot clock violation take place. And with 0.6 to go, it'll be an inbound, and that'll do it. The final of this one of 71-55. As Governors, all they can do is just inbound it, and we will just keep things here in this one. Final is going to be 71-55 in favor of the Tea Area Titans as they go to 9-6 on the year. Governors are now 3-13 on the season. The Tea Area Titans outscore the Governors of 37-26 in the third quarter. The Governors had a good start in that third quarter. Just the turnovers came into effect. The missed shots came in late as well, and they were trying to get shots when they weren't wanting to go in. Governors will go 21 of 42 from the field, 6 of 14 from three-point land, and 7 of 14 from the charity stripe. For the Tea Area Titans, they go 27 of 50 from the field, 11 of 22 from three-point land, and 6 of 11 from the charity line. I had the Governors at 24 rebounds. The Tea Area is 18. Again, all stats are unofficial in this one. And right now, I'll take a look scoring-wise for the Tea Area Titans. 4 in double digits, led by Ellie Clayburg with 23 on the day. For the Governors, it was Molly Olsen finishing up with 19. Emily Larson with 17. You got Jasmine Yost with 2. You got Jordan Kirky with 7 points and 10 rebounds. You got Alex Lindman with 4. You got Mackenzie Flottmeyer with 3. And Faith Baumberger I had for 3 points in the contest as well. So that's going to do it for us here from KCCR. And again, big thanks to everybody who makes this broadcast possible. And big thanks as well to Emma behind the board here today as well. Big thanks to her. Don't forget, 8 o'clock tonight, it is going to be Governor's Hockey, or not Governor's Hockey, Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock 104.5 Capital City Rock, as John Winkler has got the call on Pink the Rink Night. If you got something to do, there's plenty of hockey going on right now at the Expo Center. For everybody back at the studio, big thanks to Emma once again, and for everybody here, Riverfront Broadcasting, I'm Wyatt Burichka. This has been a presentation of Governors Basketball here on KC.